episode of Reinventing Your Life or Self-reinvention. I'm Dr. Dieli Pichardo Johansson, board certified hematologist oncologist, cancer survivor, author of 8 books, the number 9 is on the way, and mother of 4 children, including kids with special needs. And if you're just joining us today, don't worry. Every video is designed so you can get something out of it, even if you haven't participated in the previous one. But to refresh your memory, the reason I'm here today is not because I am a physician or a life coach or yada yada, but because I am an expert on self-reinvention. And in video number 0, or the introduction that we call a love letter to all superwomen in the world, we talk about my story of reinventing myself as a mother of 4, divorced mother of 4, including children with special needs, who found her soulmate against all prognosis. And most recently, before that, reinventing myself, arriving to a new country. After that, was my most recent self-reinvention, being here with you, living as my life as a life coach instead of a physician. So today, we're going to talk about crystal clarity. You need to know what you want, or the decision will be made by someone else. Let's talk about that. Many of us, especially us superwomen, overachievers, we tend to go through life following someone else's directions, following rules. We start as the good girls who are obedient, follow everything mom and dad say, try to make their parents happy and proud. Then we become the gold star students. We become the chasers of milestones. Now I have to get married. Now I have to have 2 babies. Now I have to get a diploma. Now I have to get a promotion. What happens when we run out of direction? By then, we may have lost our ability to know what we want. Even worse, in many cases, we may already have an association that if we really want something, we should not do it. Think about it. You should not eat the cake. You should not have a cigarette. You should not drink the beer or the whatever alcohol drink. You're married, you should not look at the other guy. Our whole lives become a no, don't do this, don't do that. And we lose our capacity to know, what do I want? When actually, if you find out what is really important to you, what your values are, when you are working in alignment with your values, you make better decisions. Life is designed for us to make decisions in a way of trial and error, trying things for size. You don't like this? Okay, you learn something about yourself, move on. But we superwomen, we good girls, we go through life thinking that the world is coming to an end if we make the wrong decision. Doctors, we tend to think that if we make a mistake, we're going to kill someone. So the first step is knowing, in the process of finding what you really want, is going to be trial and error, and it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to 2 days later find yourself with something in your closet and say, what was I thinking? It's all good. It's all part of this beautiful experience life is. All human beings have the exact same needs. The need for certainty. We all want to feel safe. The need for variety. After we have felt safe for a while, now we get bored, we want some excitement. The need for significance, feeling different, feeling important, feeling valued. The need for connection. The more significant we are, the more different we are to others. It takes away our ability to connect with others. We want both, but usually one more than the other. The need for growth, and the need for contribution. Those 6 needs will be universal. The first 4 people have to feel them or they die. There's no way around them. But we all have different flavors of what that means to us. We all want joy and happiness, but for some of us, that joy comes more from adventure, excitement, variety. While for some of us, we tend to associate joy with peace, with bliss, with comfort, with reliability, predictability, routine. So, how do we figure out our values? There are several ways, and in my most recent book, I share one of them, which is the words. I'm a writer, so I love words. Values. That's one technique. Today, let's use one that's easier or that's shorter. Let's start by thinking about your passions, the things that already are working right in your life. What is right in your life right now? What makes you happy? Maybe it's the people you love. Maybe it's your pet. Maybe it's a sport. Maybe it's a form of art that you like to practice. Think about what is that thing that makes you happy and write the feelings that causes for you. Maybe the thing that is your passion, like me, is writing. And that gives you a sense of expansion, of growth, of exhilaration. Maybe the thing that brings you joy and passion is your family, and that brings you connection, bliss, compassion, love, kindness. Write down all the words that come natural to you when you are engaged in your passion. Take a look at those, go over as many passions as you can, and keep an eye for the repeat ones and the ones that when you look at them, you feel it. Yes, this one is at my core. This one is something is important to me. To give you an example, my main 5 values are love, life enjoyment, growth, spiritual growth, contribution, helping others, authenticity. Once you know your values, any decision is incredibly easy. You are ready to make a decision. You just have to look at why do I have a contradictory, why do I have 2 different voices inside me telling me do this or don't do this? Look at it. There are 2 of your values that are in competition. That is why I always recommend that once you have figured out your values, you will rank them in order. Number 1, number 2, number 3. In my case, love is always the first one. So even if I have a value, for example, of authenticity, integrity is the word I was looking for. If someone I love betrays my trust and I am tempted to kick them out of my life because they are against my value of integrity, no, my value of love is always the first one. So the decision is made right there. Love trumps all the time. So that is the number 1 reason. When you learn your values and you know the rank, every decision you make in your life after that is 100,000 times better. Number 2, whenever you decide to do something in your life and you are doing it in alignment with your values, it's like having the wind on your favor. It's going to be dramatically easier. Just take the area of your life that you like to work with. Let's say that the area of your life is your career. You're not happy with your career. Write everything about your current situation that you do not like. Go to town, vent it out, get it out. Nobody is there, no filters. Everything you hate about it. Be specific. Don't say, my boss is an a-hole. No, I don't like that my boss does not appreciate what I do. Be as specific as possible. And when you are done with everything that you don't want, transform that into a positive. What is the opposite of that? That's what you want. If you wrote, I don't like that my boss doesn't appreciate me, I want a job where I feel appreciated and valued. If you wrote, I don't like that I'm not getting paid enough, I want a job that gives me this salary. And be very clear on what you want. Listen, you're going to feel resistance, and that is normal. We all have different parts inside us. different voices, different archetypes. They're inside me, for example, when I had to make the decision of quitting medicine, there was this scary cat. No, I will never be able to have a job that gives me this good salary. And there was an angry rebel saying, I've had it. I don't want to live with Medicare one more day. I don't want anything to do with malpractice insurance. And then there was this sacrifice, suffering woman saying, I have to do this because my mother died of cancer and I have to prove to the world that she didn't die in vain. Every voice inside you is in alignment with one of your values. Have a conversation with them. My favorite way to do that is journaling. Sometimes you can have a conversation aloud in front of the mirror. Get a coach to help you with that. And clarify, why are you in conflict about admitting that you want what you said you want? More often than not, when you sit down and you start writing, why do I have resistance about doing this that I have always wanted to do in my life? Sometimes you will find out there's a part of me that's scared. There's a part of me that fears ridicule. There's a part of me that knows she wants more in life. There's a part of me that says you should be happy with what you have. But the more you get in touch with those voices, the more you'll be able to differentiate your real voice and the voices of the people who raised you. And we go back to where we started. When we are raised like good girls, like star students, like obedient doctors, we tend to internalize the voices of what other people want in our lives. Do I really want this, or is this the voice of my teacher saying, make me proud? Do I really want to do this, or is this actually society telling me if I don't have this, I'm not successful enough? So by now, that should be enough to keep your juices going, this exercise. Figure out exactly what you don't want in your current situation, translate that to what you want, and in order to convert that into a goal, listen to those conflicting voices inside you that are telling you no. What are they your real voice? Are there someone else's voice? Which of those voices are in alignment with your true values? So your homework is going to be to take that one or two areas of your life that you decided you wanted to work with, and you're going to do this process. You're going to figure out what's your intention first, and then what's your goal. What's the difference? Your intention. You're going to write a statement that in alignment with your values that describes exactly how you want to feel in this area of your life. And then after you have made this clear, only then you say, what's your goal? What's the practical, measurable thing you can do to achieve that? If we had a few more hours, I would talk to you about the RPM system and how it blows my mind how to make this process of massive action plan in alignment with your values and in alignment with why you want this. When you know the why, you'll figure out the how later on. But we won't have time. I wish these videos were longer. Please comment in the box, message me, share. When you are doing this homework, you will probably feel resistance, and that is what we're going to cover in the next episode. We're going to talk about releasing the blocks we have. Message me if you need any clarification about this video, and remember, I am already open for clarity sessions, a free hour-long session with me where I help you answer all these questions. I help you clarify what you want, and then we decide if I am a good fit in your life to help you achieve that. It was a pleasure talking to you guys, and you know how it is. In 2 more weeks, we'll meet again to talk about the next topic, which is removing blocks. Nice seeing you. Bye.